everyone, welcome to the HiCard test. So, in our previous class in the microeconomics, we have already discussed about the central problem of the economy, that is what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce, and about the important definition. If you have not subscribed to our channel till now, please press the subscribe button, as well as don't forget to press the bell icon. You'll get the notification as soon as we upload our video. So in this class we will discuss about the market economy, mixed economy, centrally planned economy, positive economy, normative economy, that is nothing but the types of economies. So this is also very important, not only for your exam but also for your knowledge purpose, but for your future purpose. This is very important one. Okay, let us discuss one by one. Types of economies. First one we have is market economy. Market economy means it is nothing but it is a type of economy in which the total allocation of resources is made by private capitalist or businessman for producing goods and services. So in this market economy, the allocation of resources will be made by whom? Private capitalist or the businessman. The private peoples will be providing all the resources, and along with that the production of goods and services will also be controlled by whom? Private enterprises or the private businessmen. Okay. So as we know that always the private enterprises runs their business for the purpose of maximum profit making purpose. Maximum profit making. Okay. Sorry. So under such economy, the prices of the products are controlled or determined by the demand and the supply of the goods. Here what will happen? The prices of the products are there, no? Prices of products. These will be determined by the demand and the supply. Okay. Here government will not interfere in the decision making. All the decisions regarding the prices, profits will be taken care by the private enterprises or by the private businessman. Okay, so this is a market economy. Okay, so we will call this market economy with one more name, capitalist economy. Capitalist economy. Okay. Now let us see the next economy. Central plant economy. Central plant Central plant economy. It is a type of economy in which the total allocation of resources, as I said that total allocation of resources is made by central government. Okay, so central government will provide the resources, whereas the production of goods and services is also done by whom? Central government. Production of goods and services is done by central government. Okay. So all the decisions regarding the prices will be taken by whom? Price decisions, central government. Central government. Here private people will not interfere. Okay. So this is also called as the socialist economy. Socialist economy. So this is capitalist economy. Market economy is called as the capitalist economy, whereas centrally planned economy is said as the socialist economy. Now let us go to the next economy, that is mixed economy. Mixed economy, it is a type of economy in which both the private and the public sector is participating in productive activities. Okay, in this both public and private sector will participate in producing of goods and services. Okay, the decisions of this will be taken by both. Okay, decisions regarding the prices will be taken by both the public and private sectors. Okay, so mixed is nothing but the name itself tells that they'll both combine together. Central plant economy and market economy will take the decisions regarding the purchase as well as sale of goods and services. Okay, I think you have understood these three types of economies. Next we'll go to the positive and normative economy. Positive and normative economy. So let us discuss about this. So in the positive economy, what will happen? What is there that is only studied here? What is their present condition that will be studied in the positive economy. But in the normative economy, what they'll do? What ought to be? What ought to be? So what it should be, like that it will be studied in the normative economy. Okay, so as we know that positive means the name itself tells that it is related to the current situation of an economy. Related to current situation of economy, whereas normative economics is related to the ideal situation. Ideal situation of economy means what should be the future that will be decided by the normative economics. Now let us, in order to understand clearly this, let us take one example, okay, for this both positive and normative economics. The population of the country is 125 crores, right? Let us first take the example for the positive economy. Population of the country is 125 crore, right? In the economy, how much is the population? So it will be changing day by day, but exactly we can't say that. So we'll take as the aggregate 125 crores. Okay. So what will happen in this 125 crores? The rate of poverty is decreasing day by day. Rate of poverty is, sorry, not decreasing, increasing day by day. So as you can see the current situation, so our poverty has been increased, GDP has been decreased, right? In 125 crores of population, the rate of poverty is increasing day by day. That about the current situation, whatever we speak about the current situation, that is said as the positive economy. But in the normative economy, what we will do? We will talk about what should be done in order to overcome this. This will study about the future, as I said. In order to overcome this poverty, what the government should do, that will be discussed in the normative economy. That is, for example, the government should implement a new package of program for removing the rate of poverty. So in this class we will discuss about the economists. In that economists, the positive and normative economy can be asked for the differences. Okay, difference between positive as well as normative economy. Here in the positive we'll speak about the current situation. In the normative economics we'll find out the solution for the future to get it better. Okay, it is related to the current situation. This normative is related to the ideal situation. Okay, so for that we can take the example as our population of the country is 125 crores and the rate of poverty is increasing day by day. So in normative economy, what will take the example? The government should implement the new package of programs for removing this poverty. Okay, understood. So this is about the positive and normative economy. Okay, this is a types of economy which is important for your exam as well as for your future purpose. Okay, in the next class we'll discuss about the production possibility curves. Okay, so that is a very important topic, so you have to concentrate there. If you don't concentrate, you can't understand that particular topic. Okay, but it is a very interesting one. If you concentrate once, it will be like a same accountancy for you. After getting one solution of one step, we'll go for the other step, right? If after preparing the resolution account, you'll go for the partnership account, preparing the partners account, then coming to the balance sheet. Like this, you'll get the enthusiasm in solving those problems in accountancy. But in the economics also, if you concentrate very well, you'll find very interesting one in order to find out the what will be the next, or if we get the negative slope, what will be the next. If we get the positive slope in the curve, what will come as next diagram. We'll concentrate there detailedly. Okay, if you able to concentrate that in depth, you can easily understand that. Okay, 4 to 5 diagrams will be there in the production possibility curve. Based on that, we will understand the concept. Okay, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. We'll try to finish off this chapter within this week. Thank you.